Hey guys, this is Pharaoh2091, and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. The last time we left off, we finished talking with Agent Lang, and it seems like John Marsh was actually there at last night at the film set, and they're saying we gotta find him, but, well, we can't find him now. And we're like, okay, we might as well talk with Courtney, and they were in the middle of the trial, and she was about to give Patricia Rowland a not guilty verdict because there's no evidence. The murder weapon isn't there. The evidence is missing. So now we gotta see what the hell's going on here. Didn't we find it together? The evidence! Yes, we certainly did. Yep. It was inside the freaking alligator. Yep. Oh boy. And kind of just like how Dogan had the had inside the dog's mouth. The same thing with the alligator. So, and like they were all together there. They all knew that this woman is guilty, but I guess in this trial, don't know what else to do really. I mean, you gotta be impartial. I wonder if it was stolen by someone. Mr. Edgeworth. Who's that? Oh look, it's those Virginia Barry and I forgot the other dude's name. Miss Barry and Mr. Keys. There you go. Did you come to attend a trial? I came because I heard there's a really fun show around here. So where is it? The trial for the case got caught up and it was supposed to have already started, but our practice ran a little late. I believe it was somewhere around here, wasn't it? Actually, two key pieces of evidence have gone missing. The chisel and a knife. The trial is in recess now. Sort of like an intermission. You just missed it, Simon. What? What? What's that supposed to mean? Looks like Simon's gonna get arrested again. Why are you happy about that? No way, I can't. I guess Simon's his usual noisy self. Huh? To think I would be humiliated like this. Man, what? That sounds like a lot of whipping. And here comes another noisy individual. Now, Franny Pie, let's just take a moment and calm down a bit. Maybe you could put that whip of yours away, What do you say? That foolish prosecutor, when I get my hands on him, my whip is gonna give him the thrashing of a lifetime. Hee. Poor Ray. Miles, why don't you try talking to her? Good grief. On that note, I guess I should probably hear what she has to say. Yeah, I guess we can, so let's talk to Franziska then. Excuse me. Oh, if it isn't former Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Franziska. Those who have abandoned the path of prosecutors do not belong here. Now be a good boy and go home. Figure out what you want to do with your life. Well, geez, it's kind of harsh. Still, what are you going to do, Franziska? The recess is only 15 minutes. You're always so calm and collected. Like an anchorman reading off a teleprompter. It makes me sick! I should probably stay classy and then avoid a confrontation with her for now. Okay, fine. Franziska, I never expected you to end up taking over the prosecution for this case. The bodyguard of the president of Zhangfa, Horace Knightley, was murdered. The defendant is a former warden of the prison, Patricia Rowland. The knife she used as a murder weapon has been prepared as evidence. However, the murder weapon has disappeared without a trace. Not only did he abandon his own case, but he also made me look like a fool in court. God! Next time I see that fool of a prosecutor, I'll whip some backbone into him. I don't mind if you whip some backbone into him, but stop whipping innocent bystanders. Okay, so, there's that. I guess talk to Ray. Okay, looks like you got your memories back. Yeah, I'm all better now. Uncle Ray is really worried, you know. Though that other K was also pretty cute. Well then, now if you've recovered, how about a hug for old time's sake? Nope. We need to focus on a trial right now. Yeah, things aren't looking good. Aw, Ray. At any rate, we will have to search for the evidence. But we can't interrupt the trial. Uncle Ray's in a pickle. If only there was someone who could find the evidence for us. That look of expectation of your face says it all. Oh, come on, Ray. Well, you know it's gonna be us anyway. Miles, you still don't have your prosecutor's badge, right? Did you finally feel like following your father's footsteps? I simply left it in someone else's care. I wasn't stripped of my badge. Furthermore, right now I am unable to follow my father's footsteps. I see. Well, there's no need to rush your decision. Take all the time you need to determine a path that you want to follow. In any case, the door is always open for you at Edgeworth Law Offices. Mr. Shields. If only there was someone who could go search for the evidence for us. Really? Yep. Very well, I'll go look for them. Oh, Miles, you do that for us? Of course, finding the evidence within 15 minutes will be no easy task. Well, if worse comes to worst, Uncle Ray and Franny Pie will help you stall for time. Until you recover the evidence, we won't let you hand down a verdict. Well, won't let her hand down a verdict. Please do so. Francisca, are you okay with this? You're asking me, Francisca von Karma, to help you out? You're better off spending the rest of your life as an anchorman from local news. Miss von Karma, this is an emergency. We could really use your cooperation here. I understand. As acting prosecutor, I, along with our attorney over there, shall continue this trial. Meanwhile, you, the former prosecutor, shall run around and look for the evidence. All for my sake. It's a job that suits you perfectly. I'm glad you're on board here. I'll help out too, cause I really don't want to get arrested again. This sounds like fun. Regina wants to tag along too. Alright, that would be helpful. Now then, where should we begin? I think we should go find that person and hear what they have to say. Who should we talk to in order to learn where the evidence went to, or where the evidence went? Well, I guess the only one that would make sense is the person, I guess, who was in charge of the evidence in the first place, and that would be none other than Sebastian. Yes, the person in charge of the evidence was Sebastian the Best. Oh, you mean that rookie prosecutor, right? I got it. I'll leave him to you. That's if they can find him. Alrighty, time for Uncle Ray to have a strategy meeting with the opposing counsel. Just the two of you. Oh! Miles Edgeworth, you better not keep me waiting, lest you end up like your friend here. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. Franny Pie, wait for me! Okay. Now then, let's go help look for Sebastian as well. Ah, Courtney. Ah! Judge Courtney. If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. All is not well! Just what was going on in that trial earlier? Okay, there's no need for that. But, even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you... In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict. So, is this the judge persona of Justine Courtney that we're seeing? Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such. Even as a judge, she's still this stubborn? Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you. And what would that be? 2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower. The roof, you say? You met the president there, correct? The 2 of you were caught on a security camera. Is there some sort of problem with that? Well, today, the president's body was discovered, very close to the Grand Tower. That's... You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof? Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone. Indeed. That was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about? Well, that... I cannot say. I see. However, I cannot afford to lit up just yet. That being the case, I guess my only remaining option is to use that. She's definitely hiding something. And I'm gonna draw it out from her. Oh boy, I think we don't... Is it coming? Yep, it's coming. Come on. Logic chess! This is probably gonna suck. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with President... I never looked up the name again. I gotta do that. Oh boy. It's true that I spoke with the President on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discussed business. There's no need to tell you what was said. Just like in the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it will be better for me to wait and see what develops. Now then, let's start by asking her what she talked about with the President. Okay, let's begin his logic test then. What did you talk about? Could you tell me what you and the President talked about? My meeting with the President was strictly business, and since it has nothing to do with you, I am not obligated to answer your question. Okay, she's acting like a judge, so let's wait and see here. I appreciate your understanding. Well, even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC and a judge as well. You even assist with the investigations. I'm simply fulfilling the professional duties that have been assigned to me. Was your meeting with the President also one of the duties assigned to you as a judge? Well, yes, of course it was. I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside my professional duties. The way she's... I'm gonna do this. Because you got... Now, along with kind of reading along... Well, listening to what they're saying, if you want to say. But, yeah, look at their body language as well. She looked more kind of reserved, more worried there. So that's why I chose what I did. This morning, you returned Kay's promise notebook to me. I don't believe that all of your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties. Well, there you go. It's true. It seems I still retain some immature qualities. I wouldn't call it immature. It was your own personal kindness. Weren't you also distressed when you found out the President had passed away? Well, yes. It's very unfortunate. Why did he have to die? It seems he was crushed by the head of a monster called the Mighty Mozilla. Oh, excuse me. You see, Mozilla is... Is that true? You mean the President died at the temporary Mozilla film lot? Well, yes, that's right. I'm surprised that you know about Mozilla. Well, yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. She seems awfully shaken up about that. And I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. She says she wouldn't talk about the President. However, I might be able to get her to reveal her secret through another line of questioning. Okay. She's flustered beyond normal. There must be some reason behind it. Where's Prosecutor the Best? Francisca may have taken over prosecution of Sebastian's place. However, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed. I intend to carry out a fair trial. If the prosecution is unable to present evidence, the defendant must be declared not guilty. That is definitely a wait and see. And it's kind of easy to kind of determine what to do, because like even looking at some of the other choices there, it's like that doesn't sound something you should say at that point in time. I am a judge. I cannot allow my own personal feelings to get in the way. So, you're saying you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts? Of course I am. I'm worried about Sebastian as well, but... Whoa, as well? You're worried about Sebastian as well? Wouldn't that mean that there's someone else that you're worried about? Oh, by any chance, would that person have something to do with your unnatural behavior? Well, that's impossible. I'm a follower of the law. I will not be swayed by personal feelings. No. Yeah, okay. Because the way she was acting still. It may be true that those who stand in court have the duty to follow the law. However, we're not superheroes. You and I are only human. It's impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. Ah! Is as you say. As I am now, I cannot hand down an impartial verdict. Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth? Just what am I supposed to do? Oh, we've never seen her like this before. For Judge Courtney to become this distraught, I should find out exactly who she is searching for. Up until now, she's been wearing the mask of a judge. This time, I should be able to draw out her true feelings. Who are you searching for? Judge Courtney, tell me who you're searching for. My lips are sealed. That is not something I can talk about right now. Okay, I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Okay, so let's try something else. What can I ask about Prosecutor Best already? Well, let's joke around with her. What about Mozilla? Are you searching for the mighty Mozilla? I don't have the time to play along with your jokes right now. It's not a joke. Just a moment ago, you were surprised to learn that the president had been crushed by Mozilla, correct? Well, I was simply surprised at the president's cause of death. To think that he passed away at the temporary film lot of all places. Wait a minute, yeah. What's up with where he died? From the way you're talking, it seems that you have a problem with where he died. That's not true. It's just for the president to have passed away at a film lot, a place where dreams are made. I just thought it would be better if the movie's cast and crew remain unaware of the truth. Well, it's too late because they already know. I'm very sorry to say this. However, the movie's cast and crew are already aware of the president's death. I encountered a female staff member and John Marsh at the crime scene. No! Oh! How could it have come to this? She seems to react strongly when it comes to the staff of the Mozilla film. This could be a useful clue. Is this it? Okay, no, so I guess I gotta do this one. Is the person you're searching for Sebastian by any chance? When Sebastian learned of his father's true colors, he went into hiding on his own free will. I am worried about him, but this may be a trial he needs to overcome on his own. No, I'm gonna wait I'm gonna wait. Since he went into hiding on his own accord, he could return whenever he wanted to. Could it be that the person you're searching for is unable to return under their own power? In regards to that, my lips are sealed. I'm unable to talk about it right now. When I think about what might happen to that child if I talked... Wait a minute. Yeah, Sebastian's not a child, but who is that child you're speaking of? That child. Could you tell me who you're referring to? It's nothing. Please pay it no mind. Judge Courtney's expression has changed. It seems I managed to uncover a clue. So let's go with this line of questioning now. I'm gonna try using that clue. Could it be you're searching for that child who has gone missing? Ah! Since you said it was a child, I presume they're of a young age, correct? I simply cannot answer any questions about him. That boy has nothing to do with you, or the president's assassination. Let me try using that clue. It's involved the Mozilla movie. Earlier, when Mozilla was brought up, it seemed to be a sensitive topic for you. Is that child you spoke of involved in the Mozilla movie? Ah! How? How did you know that? You're usually so calm, yet you seem rather distraught right now. Please, tell me, who is that child? I understand. If you've come to know this much, I shall prepare myself for the worst. The child I'm searching for is a boy by the name of John Marsh. John? Why do you want to know his whereabouts? Well... excuse me. That much I simply cannot say. Judge Courtney, didn't you say you were prepared for the worst? Even if you don't intend to talk, I am determined to expose the truth. That is my resolve. Why is she searching for John? I must get her to tell me the reason. There's a very, very nagging feeling in the back of my head here. I know what's going on, but I'm not saying anything. Are you acquainted with him anyway? Are you acquainted with John by any chance? He is, well, a famous movie star. I doubt there's anyone who doesn't know who he is. I actually haven't heard of him until I met with him today. Well, that just proves you have much to learn. Allow me to give you a lesson. I know everything about him. Okay, the way she's acting, kind of acting immature. My apologies. I seem to have lost my composure. You tend to lose your calm whenever the conversation turns to John, don't you? Oh! In any case, while I may know everything about John, it's a one-sided relationship. Okay, don't have no clues. So what, she's like a huge fan of his? Okay, are you a fan of his? Could it be that you're a fan of John Marsh? Yes. That's right. I am a fan of John Marsh, the famous child actor who's been called a prodigy. That's odd. I knew his movie was being filmed in front of the Grand Tower, so the temporary film lot had been on my mind. I see. I suppose a fan would be curious about that. Did you know that John was at the temporary film lot? Well, yes, of course I did. He said they would be filming there all day today, and yet... Wait, he? Where'd you hear that from? It almost sounds as if John himself told you personally. I doubt he would give his schedule to a mere fan. Well, that's true, isn't it? Please don't pay any mind to that statement. She made another slip of the tongue. She must be really worried about John. So she has spoken with John. This could be a useful clue. So she is acquainted with him then. And yeah, my nagging feeling is just really... Yeah, it's... Okay. Let's wait and see again. Let's try using that clue. I understand you were worried about him, but aren't you a bit too flustered? You told me earlier that you had spoken with John. Doesn't that prove that you are indeed acquainted with him? How could I have committed such an indiscretion? It appears that John and Judge Courtney are acquaintances. This could be a vital clue. So I guess the last one is, where is he? Actually, we're searching for John as well. Would you happen to have any idea where he might be? Why would you think that I would know where he is? John and I, there's no connection between us. Oh, no, you just said that you two must be acquainted. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with John, but at the very least, the two of you must be acquaintances. Eek! Judge Courtney, won't you allow us to help you in your search for him? Help? No, that won't be allowed. Who wouldn't allow it? The so-called goddess of law? The person who knows where that child is. I wouldn't say it's a paparazzi, but I wouldn't want to... Oh my god. Yes! You've got to be kidding me. Because that would make sense. I see. Finally, I've connected all the pieces of the puzzle. The reason why you cannot easily talk about John is because someone kidnapped him, isn't that right? There you go. Judge Courtney, I would like to hear the truth from your own lips. I understand. This time, I will truly be prepared for the worst. It's just as you deduced. Someone has kidnapped John. As I thought, there was a kidnapping. Still, how is John's kidnapping related to you in any way? John and I are... Is my nagging feeling right? Mother and child. You... Yes! That was... Wow. What? Hold on a minute. What? I wasn't able to learn much about the kind of conversation she had with the president, but I have learned of John's kidnapping. It was an unexpected result, but with that, it's checkmate. Logic checks complete. Now hold on a minute here. Judge Courtney is is John's mother. Hold on a minute. Let's look at the profiles here, because isn't she young? She's 26. And he's 13. There's no, well, no, I think there is still, I think possibly a 13-year-old could have a child. I think I've heard some cases like, or maybe because I was watching House and a while ago, and there was an episode like that. Unless she pulled kind of like what Phoenix did, how he kept calling Trucy his daughter, but wasn't really his daughter. So maybe that's the case, but still, I wasn't expecting that type of connection between the two. But there you go. So I guess the next episode we're gonna hear more about how Justine and John, well, you know, the whole relationship there, and I guess this whole kidnapping thing. I mean, I wasn't really thinking about whole kidnapping, but then thinking about Shelly the killer and all that. I mean, he did make a very small appearance in the very end of the last case. So, man, what the hell? I don't know. I have no idea where the hell this case is going, but it sure is taking an interesting turn. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations 2, Prosecutor's Path. I'll see you guys later.